In this video, I want to talk about how you can start selling on Whatnot starting from $0. Now, I know that probably sounds crazy to a lot of people, but really let's dive in and talk about it, and I'll explain all the specifics. First things first, when you start selling on Whatnot, obviously you need a product. We're going to be talking about trading cards, specifically Pokemon cards, but this is going to apply to any honestly product for that matter if you're selling in bulk quantity or maybe one at a time or things like that. I use cards because they're a lot easier to sell, and of course I started out with collection. That leads me to my first point. First, you're going to want to start off with your own collection. That's how I started off. I think we all probably have a card collection, whether it may be Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, One Piece cards, Naruto cards even. There are so many different TCG cards and playing cards out there that you can start with. First of all, like I said, start with your own collection. Once you start with that, you can kind of build off that. So let's say you have a collection and you don't want to sell anything. Well, then you're going to have to obviously start somewhere else and start buying more cards, buying other people's cards from card shows, maybe even grading a touch in there and stuff like that. But ultimately, you're going to have to start off with your own collection, or some realm of that. Now, a good thing about most people's collection is they have duplicates. So if you have a duplicate of something, like for instance, I have a duplicate of this Phantasmal Flames promo. So obviously getting rid of it would be nothing to me, especially if I wanted to keep said promo. So you could start off with something like that, an angle like that. It's to start off with duplicates. The second thing is, what about trading cards you may have that you don't really want? For instance, this is an Attack on Titan card. This is entirely different from Pokemon. We've got a basketball card here. I'm not really a basketball card fan. We've got football cards. Not a football fan. But, you know, those cards have a market, a very big market as well. We got baseball cards you could even start selling. We've got Pokemon cards, of course, which is really hot right now. And we even have Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That being said, there's a whole variety that you can start selling on. Now, as we talked about starting from zero, you could start with your own collection and start building that up. So let's say you did a Whatnot show and you made $50. Well, then that's $50 to go towards more cards, different cards. Maybe other people's collections that they want to get rid of. Maybe you know someone who wants to get rid of their collection for cheap. Facebook Marketplace is good for this. eBay listings, shooting people offers. It just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of research. Now, something else you can do, and a lot of people are going to say, probably hate on me in the comments for this, is you could use credit cards. Now, I know that's a big ask, and a lot of people said, oh, no, I don't want to use credit cards. There's a big controversial kind of thing going on today with not using credit cards or using them and stuff like that. Personally, there's nothing wrong with using credit cards or even loans as long as it's leveraged properly. So if you have, let's say, a credit card with a zero balance on it, and yes, obviously that has interest on it, so you need to be careful of those. But let's say you just got a new credit card, and some of them do offer 0% interest for the first, 12 months, 6 months, whatever. That would be a good way to say, let's say you go on eBay and someone is like, hey man, I want to get rid of my binder for, $200. Okay. Let's say they have 200 plus cards in there. Some of them are good. Some of them look like this. They're a Pokemon card. I would recommend, if you're going to do this, stick with one niche. So like if you're into Pokemon, stick with Pokemon, stick with what you know. If you're into baseball, football, whatever, what have you, stick with that, each one. Once you have that, go ahead and get yourself a collection. It can be a full binder collection. It can be just a few cards, whatever. Start building that up and then start building your shows. Once you have that, you can essentially start from zero. So let's say you spent that $200 and that $200, which was leveraged, let's say you only made $180 on Whatnot after taxes and fees and stuff like that, and you're still $20 in the hole. Well, that's kind of where things are going to happen. You're going to take L's, okay? Like you're going to buy binders, and sometimes you're not going to make that many good sales profits on Whatnot. Maybe you're selling on eBay too. It's not always going to be a pretty picture, but it's somewhere of a starting point. So your next binder buy, you'll be smarter too, and stuff like that. Essentially, you're just learning from each either mistake or success. And you're applying that to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, and to the next one. Something I would recommend getting in if you're starting on Whatnot, in between, if you're selling specific cards, and you're doing a lot of shows and stuff like that, is grading. You don't have to do that, but grading and getting card slabs, for instance, if you graded a card like this, I think a card like this is worth about $5. It's actually a pretty clean copy. I got it from a pack myself. I actually opened it myself. The centering is off, but if the centering were a little bit better, I'd probably possibly grade it. And a card like this usually would sell for around 60 bucks at a 10. So for instance, obviously, if this card was 5 bucks, grading fees 20 bucks, 25, let's say taxes and fees and stuff like that, let's say 30, 35, sold it for 60, you'd have somewhere in the neighborhood of a 30, 25, $30 profit. So something you could do and consider in between that, and that works with all cards. Most trading cards you can pretty much grade, from football to Yu-Gi-Oh to Pokemon and stuff like that. That's something you could also get into, and I can do other videos on that if y'all want to see that. Just let me know in the comments down below. And as far as how to start selling on Whatnot, or how I sell trading cards on Whatnot, that will pop up here on the top right if you want to check that out. And I'll, on that video, I will show you how to start selling on Whatnot in general, and all the tools you'll need, and all the, maybe even maybe theatricals or instruments you could be using. As you see, of course, this is just kind of for show. I've always had that. I've had a Pokeball over here. I've got the Charizard stand. Those are my personal Funko Pops as well. And, it's just other stuff like that that can add to your Whatnot shows and everything. That being said, that is essentially how you start from zero. Again, I'm sure other ways people have found out. Garage sales are a good thing. We all go garage selling. We all go out to eat. We all spend previous, little miscellaneous money everywhere, right? Like, you see a card here that's worth $5. Came out of a pack. Well, you're the $20. I mean, essentially, you probably spent that at McDonald's or something, eating out fast food, for example. And if that's the case, then maybe take that $20 next time, buy you a little bit of collections, or maybe a card on eBay, grade it, spend another $20 to grade it. Let's say it comes back that, you make that $30 profit, bang, you have $30 of profit that you didn't have before that you can then leverage to go buy more cards and sell more cards. Essentially, that is how you would start selling on Whatnot, starting from zero. Again, we're just leveraging the money, or just using money you already are going to spend, maybe spend it on something else like that, consist a budget to it, and then start selling. Once you do that, you will eventually start turning a profit and making money on Whatnot, starting from complete zero, essentially, obviously. Again, start with your own collection if you can. I would recommend, if you are very, very tied to your certain cards, I would recommend some people coming off just a little bit of them. There are certain cards I think we all do in our personal collections where it's like, you know what, I could part ways with this because I want this other card or something like that. But that is essentially how you start from zero and start selling on Whatnot. Again, remember to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any more questions, comments, or anything like that, leave them down below. Leave a comment down below on how you started your journey on Whatnot or eBay, or if you're not even starting yet or you're about to. Leave me some comments down below. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.